awfully glad you came with me, Miss Hale. It would be lonesome for me sitting here alone.
It would, wouldn't it? But I tell you what, I do wish, Mrs. Peters, I wish I'd come over here sometimes when she was here. I wish I had.
But, of course, you're awfully busy, Miss Hale. Your house and your children.
I would have come. I stayed away because it was not cheerful.
Well, you must not reapproach yourself, Miss Hale. Somehow we just don't see how it is with other folk until something bad happens.
Not having children makes less work, but it makes a quiet home. And Mr. Wright out working all day, no company when he did come in. Do you know Mr. Wright, Mrs. Peters?
Not to know him. I've seen him in town. They said he was a good man.
Yes, good. He didn't drink. He kept his word. Well as most, I guess. He paid his debts, but he was a hard man, Mrs. Peters, just to pass the time of day with him, like a raw wind that gets to the bone. I should think he would have wanted a bird, but what do you suppose went with it?
I don't know, unless he got sick and died.
You weren't raised around here, were you? You didn't know her.
Not until they brought her yesterday.
She, come to think of it, she was kind of like a bird herself. Real sweet, pretty, but kind of timid and fluttery. How she did change. Miss Peters, why don't you take this quilt with you? Might take up her mind.
Why, I think that's a real nice idea, Miss Hale. There couldn't be possibly any objection to it, could there? Now, just what would I take? I wonder if her patches are in here, and her things.
Well, here's something red. I expect she's got some sewing things in it. What a pretty box. Looks like something somebody would give to you. Maybe her scissors are in here.
Why, this isn't her scissors.
Oh, Mrs. Peters, it's
the bird.
But Mrs. Peters, look at it. Its neck. Look at its neck. It's all the other side.
Somebody wrong its neck.